Good morning, this is Michael Littlecrow, and I'm going to do 15 short videos on solving the Unit 4 Topics Review for Math 142, Unit 4 Test Preparation. So in this series of videos, I'm going to work the 15 problems using the TI-84 calculator. It has a TVM solver, time value of money. I'll show you how to use that. However, sometimes we have simple interest, and so we will need to use these formulas. The TVM solver only does compound interest, so that will be this formula, and we'll take care of all of these formulas. But this simple interest formula here these two is what we'll be using for some of the problems. So we'll try to see the word simple interest, and then we know we'll use one of these two formulas. Other than that, I'll use the TVM solver on this one, and then I'll do another series of videos a little bit later where I'll show you how to plug into all these equations and get the same results. Okay, so let's get started with the first question, and I'll show you how to get into the topics review. So let's get this out of the way for now. To get the topics review, you go to the drop-down menu in ALEX, go to Assignments, and we're going to first work on the Unit 4 topics. It says optional, so it's a great one to get you ready for the test review. Get in here and we get the first question. Okay, so we read through this. She's going to South Africa. Actually, she wants to save for 6 years before she goes. So she opens a savings account, $300. We're looking for numbers, and we look for this number, 2%. But the real important word here, the account is paying simple interest. Those two go together. Simple interest, so we know we're going to use one of the two formulas. At any rate of 2%. She doesn't make any more deposits. That's important. Just one deposit. So how much total interest will Ashley earn? Well, that one we use the formula that interest equals the principal times the rate times time. What will the total amount of the account be? And then what we do is once we have the interest, we add that back to what she deposited, and we'll have our answer. So principal, that's what she deposited. That's the $300. The rate, that's the interest rate. So in this case, we take the percentage and we turn it to a decimal. So divide by 100, 2 divided by 100, or move the decimal over 2 places, which is both the same thing. R is going to be 0.02. The time is in years. She's going to save for 6 years. So there's our T right there. So we end up with 300 times 0.02 times 6. And that's going to be the amount of interest. So the amount of interest, we can use the ALEX calculator here. Sort of out of my written over too many different places. Okay, so then we've got 300 times 0.02 times 6 equals $36. That doesn't get her very far, but that's what it is. 36. So in a moment we'll put it back over here. And then what's the total? Again, we could have just used this formula. Accumulated is principal 1 plus RT. And what this 1 stands for is if you distribute the P, you'll see you'll get this other formula, P plus PRT is equal to the accumulated value. So it's the interest, PRT, plus the P, what we deposited. So 300 plus what we've already calculated gives us $336. Okay, so then all we have left to do now is to actually enter these values, and then we will check it at the end, because it doesn't check our answers while we're doing this, but we just hit the next button and we're on to the next question. I'm going to make a new video, so keep following along, work through the problems that you had difficulties with, and you will be well prepared for this test.